And what do you want to get out of this week? What's your kind of mindset coming in here?
Yeah, obviously last year I didn't get the whole experience. Getting injured pretty early, so this year's coming in with an open mindset. Just put my best foot forward, and just have a really good showing this weekend in those games, and just build that confidence and stuff into the training camp, and hopefully getting some preseason games, and just see what happens.
What sort of impact did that injury have on you last year?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, I've never went through, an injury like that, that length of time being out, especially, like a time like training camp, my first training camp. But I learned from it. There's guys that, that's their job is to, finish checks and play hard. So I just, have to be aware of those, type of players.
How are you different today versus the guy who was showing up for rookie camp last year?
Yeah, I feel like, coming into this year, everyone coming in and stuff, all the staff, you feel a bit more comfortable, more confidence. I've already been to two development camps in the summer, so I just feel a lot more, comfortable, and even the training here in the summer, all the older guys, the guys that play in the NHL, they're great to me. They talk to me, I look up to them, and so they've been really good, with that kind of stuff, and I'm looking forward to it.
How much time did you spend here this summer?
About a month. It was about 4 weeks. So
what do you take away from that specifically?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I skated with Tanev and Riley, so to get on the ice with those guys and just watch how they work in the off season and in the gym especially too. So it's just I've been looking up to them for years now, being a Leafs fan. So to be on the ice with them now and to learn off them, and they're all great human beings and people that I think I can really look up to and get tips and tricks off of. So.
What's Tanev like in the gym?
Tanev, everyone that all those guys that are at the next level, they they train really hard. They don't cheat for anything on or off the ice. They always every day they're trying to get better. That's why they're pros. So.
What does the next step this season look like for you, do you think, in the best case scenario?
This year, see what happens. I just want to, put myself in a really good spot this training camp. It'd be great to, get to some preseason games and, show what I got at that level and everything. And, we'll see what happens. But, whether if, I go back to junior, whenever that is, and back to Oshawa. And, I just, this year, it's a big year for me. It's my last year of junior and everything. So, I just want to go back and, work on every aspect of the game kind of thing. Offensively, this year I want to get some more offensive touches that way. For not just because that I'm going to be an offensive guy at the next level. It's just to get those puck touches and stuff. To get better with the puck and everything. So,
what touches in particular are you looking for?
Yeah, just little things like offensive zone draws, those kind of things. Power play touches, would be great. I feel like for my development. So, but we'll see what happens. Nothing's really given. So you got to, I have to perform well and get those opportunities.
When you're on the ice with guys like Tanev and Riley, like what do you pick up most about them? Like what's an interesting thing that, caught your eye about how they go about their game?
I think it's the little things. We'll be doing really simple, drills, retrievals in the, D zone, stuff like that. And I think it's just the little things that they do. They're acting like it's in game. They always have their head up, they're scanning, even if there's no forecheckers, but they're acting like there is forecheckers, that kind of thing. They're always, skating as fast as they can. It's just everything that they do is they play it as in game because, that's how you're gonna get better. So.
Easton was saying he's put on some pounds, 5'11", 3/4 now. Like, are you noticing him a little bigger out there?
Yeah, okay. No, for sure. He's a guy that, he's maybe not the tallest guy, but I feel like he's like a pit bull. He's pretty stocky guy, and when he has the puck, he's he's low to the ice and hard to knock off. So I'm really looking forward to see what how the training camp goes for him and everything. So
What do you like about skating alongside Noah there, and how you guys might complement each other?
Yeah, it's great. Me and Chatty, I feel like we're gonna complement each other really well. Hopefully this weekend, and our games I think mesh really well. We're both guys that don't shoot for offense or anything, but I think our games on the offensive side of things mesh really well. And in the D zone, we're both hard defenders, box outs, all those things. So. I'm looking forward to playing these games this weekend and shutting down the other team's top lines.
Who's your roommate here?
Hames.
Hames, what's that like?
Yeah, it's good. He's a great guy. he was here in the summer, so I got to know him. We already know each other coming into it, and it should be good.
Easton, what's your mindset for this week, this camp? What do you want to get out of it?
Yeah, just continue to get better each and every day. I thought that was a very good skate for the first one back after the summer. A lot of good plays, and it was good to learn the forecheck and the breakouts and stuff like that.
How are you different today versus the guy who was showing up at rookie camp this time last year?
Definitely stronger, bigger, and faster. This is the best I've ever felt coming into camp. I feel confident and just excited to get going today.
I know you've been focused on getting bigger and stronger. How much, poundage, or how would you describe what you've been able to add this summer?
Yeah, I added quite a bit, like 7 pounds of muscle. So it's going to go a long way. It's going to help a lot. So just paying attention to detail out there and trying to get better each and every day.
How much time have you spent here this summer around the team with the guys on the team?
I've been here for the past 3 weeks, so it's been good, kind of balancing, working out in London and here. They've been, Leafs organization is good with that, and it's been great workouts all summer long.
What's that allowed you to kind of take away? Like, what have you seen or what have you learned over the last 3 weeks that's helped you, I guess, feel comfortable?
Well, it's good training here with all the NHLers, then you get back home and there's a bunch of NHLers and good AHLers and good pro hockey, so you're getting better no matter where I am.
You, I heard you say, I think through the Memorial Cup, that one of the things you're proudest of this year is your all-around game, not just offense but defense too. Can you talk a little bit about what you did to sort of develop that area?
Yeah, obviously you go back to London there and you're getting coached by the Hunters. You're going to learn a lot. So I felt like just learned to have a better, management of the game, when to get pucks in, when to get them out, when to make that risky play. So it's been good that way, and just looking to bring that here into camp.
Your goal is to obviously make the Leafs. What are some of the habits that you think you're going to have to show at the pro level?
I mean, just what I said there. Just got to be a worker, got to be a hound, get pucks in, get pucks out, play simple because, me and the Leafs organization know that if I do that, my offense will take over. So just focus on defense first and the offense will come.
What did you learn from last year's camp? Craig mentioned maybe you were pressing a bit much. Like, what did you take away from how last year's camp went for you?
Yeah, no matter if it goes good or bad, you can always take something away. So, like I said, just had the mindset all summer to get better, and my mind's pretty free right now. I got no worries. I know I'll be playing somewhere in Toronto this year, and obviously I want to play in the NHL, but I just got to have a good mindset and keep it free.
7 pounds added. I think at development camp you said best case 190. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Great.
So that's good. Just got to maintain that now, and like I said, I feel great out there, and I feel like I got an extra step now.
And 6 feet now? Did you make it?
Yeah, I think I just under 5'11" and a half. So I thought I got a bit taller, maybe not.
I know you won't be there, but is London going to win it all again this year?
Hopefully. I mean, they got a good team again, bunch of great players, great guys, and they're getting coached by the Hunters, so they'll be in good hands.
What was the best part of the Memorial Cup celebration?
I mean, all summer, you go to all the boys' parties for the Memorial Cup, get together again. Just special moments like that. I'll never forget about that team.
So every guy had kind of their own individual. Was it like a day with the trophy?
Yeah, everyone got a couple days with it. Like I had a weekend, so it was good to see some of the boys come down for that and travel around Ontario to celebrate the Memorial Cup. It was very fun this summer.
It's a heavy trophy, isn't it? It's not easy to
and
two-person lugging it around. Right?
Yeah, and now it's not in the best shape, so hopefully they repair it good.
Who were some of the NHL players that you skated with this summer, like in London?
Lawson Krause, Nick Suzuki, Dylan DeMello, a bunch of good players. Learned a lot from them, and it was good, being out there with them.
Did you talk to them about like what pro life is going to look like?
I mean, not really. Kind of a bit. They just touched on the habits and stuff, and you don't even really have to touch on it because you see them in the gym and what they do, so that goes a long way.
What was your weekend with the Memorial Cup like?
It was good. I brought it to my home course, Caradoc Sands, there in Strathroy, and had a little get-together with all the family and friends. I think there was about 150 people there, so it was definitely good, and just to give back to everyone who's helped me meant a lot.
You mentioned you're feeling a little freer, like no worries. Like, how do you work on that mental side of the game? How do you feel like maybe you've grown in that department?
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, I'm playing hockey. I get paid to play hockey. That's that was my goal in life, and I'm here, and I want to stick here, and it's fun. So you just got to have a free mindset, and just try to enjoy it and live life day by day.
And what does it mean to you that you're here? You're in Toronto, whether it's with the NHL or the AHL. How much does that take off your mind a little bit?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, you know where you're living, you know where you're settling down for the year. So it helps a lot for sure.
Did you find a place? Did you plan to live with someone like it?
I'm actually renting off Mint. He bought a place last year, so I'm going to rent off him and stay there this year.
How's the furnishing there? Is it nice? You do all right?
Oh, he did a great job. He's very good at that stuff. I'm glad he is because I'm not. So.
What have you heard from him lately? I know you guys are still in touch quite a bit.
Yeah, we've been talking. I probably FaceTime him every day. He had a good summer back in Vancouver. He's enjoying it in Boston. A bunch of good prospects there, and I think he's got a good chance of making the team.
You guys talk about playing each other?
We haven't yet, but I mean, definitely be cool. Hopefully, he'll take me out to dinner or something.
The habits that like you were talking about, those are a lot of the habits that he showed early on. Did you look at his game?
Yeah, I lived with him for a good, basically, 3 months in the hotel. Yeah. So, just learning from him. He's such a pro already. I mean, he's 21 years old, and the way he attacks the details each and every day, whether that's off the ice or on the ice, that goes a long way. And I've learned a lot from that. With his mobility routines and his mindset routines, like stuff like that, obviously helps a lot.
What's the most interesting detail you picked up from him?
I think it's on the ice, the way he supports the puck. I mean, he's always on the defensive side of the puck, and that's when he gets his chances because defense leads the offense. So if you can do that around the whole ice, 200 foot, you got a good brain.
Who's your roommate? Like, who's your roommate here this week?
I'm with Sam McHugh this week. So I played with his brother in London, and they're the exact same. So it's pretty funny, but yeah, he's a good roommate.
And just your thoughts on the line. You look like you're going to be on this week. Quillan and Dallas. Like, what do you like about that?
Yeah, two good players. See the ice very well. No matter who you're playing with out here, there's a bunch of great players who see the ice and can make plays. So just excited to get down to Montreal and play some hockey again.
Like, what do you want to get out of this rookie camp?
Yeah, just take every opportunity I can to get better and try to prove myself and find a spot on the team.
How are you different, better, improved since last year this time?
Yeah, I mean, I put the work in every day, in the gym, on the ice, nutrition, stuff like that. So I think I'm looking forward to this year.
How has your nutrition improved or changed?
Yeah, just focusing more on, what goes in the body, good organic food, stuff like that. Find it helps a lot. Kind of makes a difference for me, I think.
Did you have to cut out anything that you like?
No, I mean, it's same stuff, just, finding better quality and stuff like that.
What was it like skating with the guys you were with today? Easton, he says he's a bit bigger, a little taller this year. Like, what do you notice?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player, great playmaker. Looks like he got faster this year a lot, so it's going to be fun playing with him and Dallas out there. They're, two good players, so I'm excited to see what we can do.
You've moved up the depth chart with some changes. What do you think your realistic chances are of making the NHL this year?
I mean, I believe I can. I put the work in every day, so I'm confident in myself and my abilities.
What do you think the biggest thing you learned last year with the Marlies was for you?
Yeah, just taking away what the older guys do, kind of little tweaks here and there on my game, and the pro game and the pro lifestyle is a lot different in college. So just it took me a while to learn, took me a while to get my feet under me, but I think as the season went on, I improved a lot.
Did you train here, or where did you train this summer?
I trained in Ottawa this summer, and then I came here in August.
Who were you training with?
I was on the ice with Pat Malloy this summer, and then I trained by myself at a local gym, so it was good.
Sorry, you're from Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
So just wondered if you have any talks with the NHL guys from there, the Crosbys and McKinnons.
No.
Across them all, yeah?
No, unfortunately, I moved away there probably 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
5-6 years ago.
Right.
So no, I don't have any contact with them.
How about Landon Sim?
Yeah, well, he's a bit younger than me, so I didn't play against him growing up, but we've been hanging out, the past month, and it's been good to get to know him.
What did that taste of the NHL do for you last year?
Could just kind of made me realize what I'm pushing towards, and it showed me how good those guys are, in the NHL, and it showed that I have a lot of work to do. So yeah, it's good to get a taste of that.
What kind of coach is John Gruden for you?
Yeah, he's a good coach. He called me the other day. He said, "Hope I don't see you down here this year." So that was nice. I think he's taught me a lot, and I'm looking forward to working with him again this year.
Where do you feel like you need to improve to avoid seeing him this year?
I mean, just all around, like, my defensive game. I want to work on, scoring, playmaking, just everything. Just having a focus on, playing well defensively and, not giving up any chances and playing a sound game.
When you returned to Toronto, who were the guys that you were skating with here?
Everyone who was here. Bobby McMahon was here. O'Reilly's here. So just every day getting better. So.
Anything you pick up from guys like that?
I mean, they're great players. You pick up like the minor details, the way they like shimmy off the puck, stuff like that. And, they make passes and stuff like that. Just little things.
I believe the Leafs package up stuff for you from your first game.
Sorry, say that again.
The Leafs maybe package up a jersey or a puck from your first game, a game sheet, and give you a nice plaque. I'm just wondering if that was the case for you, or
they gave me my jersey. I think I have my game stick too.
Okay.
That was nice.
Do you have that prominent somewhere? Do you look at it as motivation kind of thing?
I got it hung up in my closet. And, when I open it, just look in there. And it's nice having the last name on that logo. So.
Oh, I thought the pace was really good. The guys were if they're structurally, if they were doing something that was expected, there was because they were working hard and they're excited. I mean, it's the first day of school, and it's the first opportunity for some of these guys to get in front of the organization. And I thought they did a really good job bringing the juice today. So it was good to see.
The other day, Easton Cowan was saying, playing Montreal, he said, I can't wait to play them. It's getting the rivalry started and that kind of thing, and of course playing the other teams as well. How important is that to kind of get that NHL mentality in them?
Yeah, that's a great question, because he was there last year when they had 18,000 people at both games, and it's pretty exciting for those kids to understand how big of a deal that is, and then the opportunity to play in front of their fans. He thrived on it, and for the guys that were there, and then for also Tree, and then they've been talking a really job about understanding how important it is for us to have a good understanding of the showing and want to set a tone for the season too. And for the guys that haven't been there, it's their first time in front of people. So it's exciting all the way around. I know the guys, we got one more practice, but we'll jump on that bus and then we'll head to Montreal.
Cowan says he's put on some pounds. Quillan was saying he seems a little faster. What are you noticing about Cowan early returns here?
I definitely agree with his assessment. He has. It was noticeable to me that he put on a little bit of weight. You got to understand, he was Team Canada, their development camp, all those times playing in the Memorial Cup 2 years in a row, winning it. It's a lot on a young man. So for him to be able to get some time to work on his strength is important, because and it's quite evident he did a really good job working on that over the summer.
What are some of the habits he's going to have to show in the pro game?
He's just the consistency of doing things right over and over. In juniors, similar to a player I coached in Robbie Thomas in Hamilton, who went then right to pro, came from London on a successful team. They get to there's 3 lines there. They don't play as many minutes. So he's got to understand whenever his number's called that, he just has to do his job. The rest of the skill that he has, because he has a lot of it. He's a very smart player. He's a competitive player. Will take care of itself. So for him to be able to follow a game plan for 60 minutes with the consistency of it is going to be very important.
J.E. Quillan was saying something along the lines of that you called him and he said, "I hope I never see you back with the Marlies."
Well, yeah, no, that's his goal. Everyone, let's call it what it is. They're here to try out for the Toronto Maple Leafs, not the Toronto Marlies. But at the end of the day, they're all want to make sure they have a good showing, and that's their dream. But whatever is after that, if he has to come to us, and we're just going to try to help him get to where he needs to get to, and that goes with all the other players as well.
How did his game progress last season?
Jacob?
Yeah.
I thought he was definitely the most improved player throughout the year. He came in and it takes a while, especially for a college kid who only plays 40 games a year. He did a great job. He's strong, he can play in all situations. Ended up scoring some goals for us as well, but his game definitely is trending on the upward.
For the Marlies, that you will see eventually, how important is this to get a good look at them early?
Yeah,
especially the ones you haven't seen before.
Yeah, it's always important. right? I mean, it's anytime someone sees somebody, whether it's any of us, sees someone for the first time, your first impression is your first impression. So, but for us as coach, we just want to make sure that we're trying to have them understand what's expected, the details within it, and the kids are all good kids, and they're all very coachable. So that's the exciting part for us as a staff.
On that note, how much do you know about Landon Sim?
I know enough about him to know that he's a competitive player, and I can see you can see the way he practiced today. He's engaged. He's a winner. And again, I kind of lost touch with kids a little bit younger than my son. So, but definitely I can see there's a lot to like there, and he definitely makes the camp better.
What do you like about Noah Chapman's potential, John?
Well, he can skate. He's long. He can skate well. He just seems like he's poised, with his whole game. A lot to like. We had a few looks at him 2 years ago in Traverse City, also last year in Montreal, and then also at the end of the season he came up for a few games a couple years ago. But he's definitely, that's like, you can see his physical attributes are starting to get bigger and stronger as well. That's something you're going to need to play at this level.
What do you like about him with Danford and how they might mesh together this week?
Well, you can see they look big and physical. They close a lot of space. They take away time and space, and I think both of them have done a really good job working on their physicality, being able to get the puck stopped quickly. So that's definitely a plus for us as we actually go into this weekend as well.
What are you looking specifically for Danford? What are you looking for him to do this weekend?
Well, I think he's pretty, like, from watching him play and from what I hear from people, I think he's pretty, he understands what his role is. I think he's fine with just moving, being really good defensively, getting pucks stopped, moving pucks quick to the forwards, and then jumping up in the play when the space is there for him. He does a really good job. I think he understands what his role is. He doesn't really get too caught up, I think, in if he's on the first or second power play or how many points he has. I think his worth is going to be on how he plays physically and how he moves the pucks quickly.
Not a lot of time, obviously, to work on power play, penalty killing, all those little things in the next couple of days in Montreal. How are you approaching that?
Yeah, we'll give them a little bit of a touch up tomorrow, just so they can understand, so they're not just their first time ever getting out there doing any reps. So we will touch on it a little bit tomorrow. It's an important part of the game. There's going to be penalties called. So we want to be best prepared as we possibly can.
You mentioned busing to Montreal. How important is that bonding experience, being on the bus for a while, a couple of nights together?
I think it's always important. It's a great way to start a year off for anyone. I think it says a lot about your group. And just by being my third year now, but my third look at some of these players, they're really good kids. They make everyone feel a part of it, and it should be an exciting time for them.